Yes, working president K.T.Rama Rao is on that protest ride in a RTC bus. You're taking this ride to draw attention to the fact that bus fares have been hiked.
Well, the Congress government is taking people for a ride, so we thought, we'll protest symbolically by traveling in a bus, in a public transport bus, and demanding the government that they roll back the fares. Because Congress party had famously promised to people of Telangana that they would ensure every single employee of the RTC, the corporation, would be made a government employee, and they will be increasing and improving public transport. What are they doing today? They have promised free buses to women, but they have doubled the fare on the male passengers who would be traveling, and also increased the bus passes, the fares on bus passes for every single student and senior citizens. So this is nothing but daylight loot. That's what we are protesting. We are demanding a rollback on the hike of the bus tickets, and we are also demanding the government to answer on why they are heading towards privatization of Road Transport Corporation.
You do know that the RTC is running into losses every single month.
Every single public transportation across the world, including New York subway, is in losses. The fact is, public transport by definition is an obligation of the government. You cannot basically come out with a scheme to garner votes, calling this a humanitarian or a charitable work, and then suddenly start showing your true colors by hiking prices. If you knew that the RTC was already in losses, what was the need to promise free bus?
The women, of course, are celebrating, but this is expected to obviously bring in revenue in order to introduce electric vehicles.
Even the women are questioning this. In fact, if you take an opinion of women across Telangana, many are questioning why this was required, because even they are fighting for seats. Even if you're launching a free bus scheme, you should have increased the number of buses. You should have extended it to air-conditioned buses. You should have made sure that even the passengers who are paying are also treated with equal respect. The fact is, this government is a clueless government which does not know how to handle any kind of a new launch or a new scheme. Therefore, today they have suddenly hiked the prices of all the bus tickets across Telangana, and especially in city buses, just to, under the guise of electrification of vehicles, etc., they are taking the corporation towards privatization.
But it is a fact, isn't it, that if one government brings in, say, free bus scheme, it's very difficult for the next government, if you were to come into power, to withdraw something like that.
See, we are about 2.5 years away from next election. All we are seeking is answers from the state government. Who asked you to increase the fares when you knew fully well? Because see, if you really want to serve the women of our state, you're welcome. We also welcome the free bus scheme. But you should subsidize, government should subsidize the corporation and not the other way around. You cannot penalize the people of the state because of your free bus scheme or any other scheme that you would like to continue. Government has to take the burden on itself. When we were in government the last couple of years, RTC was in losses. Every year, 1,500 crores of grant was given to RTC. Why can't the government do the same thing now?
So right now you're saying roll back the entire price hike.
And also stop privatization. They are taking the corporation towards privatization. Under the guise of electrification, already several depots have been given to private companies. Several buses are being handed over to private entities. And I see that the day is not far when the corporation eventually will be privatized also.
Okay, and just an extended question on that. Public transport challenge in every urban city. And you're talking about a metro that is not coming yet because of various reasons. L&T has made its exit. What is the road forward, according to you, to decongest cities?
Across the world, the one thing governments have to do as an obligation, a social obligation, is subsidize public transport, be it metro, be it road transport, or even MMTS. Central government and the state governments have to work together, have to subsidize, cannot penalize people, continue to do better efficient tax collection on other fronts, ensure that revenues grow by way of proactive industrial policies, by way of proactive revenue generation policies, but do not penalize the common man who basically uses the public transport day in, day out.
So when you're going to the bus bhavan now, what are you going to be? You're going to be giving a petition to them?
We of course will be speaking to the MD on why they are planning to privatize RTC, on why they are basically penalizing the common man, and why the state government is indiscriminately now launching these freebies without thinking of consequences.
So K.T.Rama Rao traveling by a public transport bus, he will be interacting with people as well in order to sent across the point that he believes that what the Congress government has done here is something that doesn't benefit families to that extent. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Sudhir, NDTV.